Hey there, it's Sherry, Heidi's little sister, also known as the Redneck Diva. Today is Tuesday, March 19th. I did try to do some videotaping yesterday, but it didn't quite work out. I haven't touched the house very much, but I'm here at my parents' house documenting the process of de-hoarding that we're going through. The history of this house is that my parents had bought it 55 years ago in 1957. They've lived there since that time. His hoarding, or back then it was called collecting, and it started in. Get my assistant here to take a look at the garage. This is where most of it is. However, it's not, well, it could be considered the worst of it. It goes from the garage space all the way up into the rafters and beyond into the attic. This is our second official day of working on it. We have now removed one vehicle. We're in the process of removing another car and any metal products to subsidize the costs of disposing most of this stuff. We're hoping that the house will survive the weight that it has been bearing all these years. However, we're not expecting it to be structurally still sound afterwards. We'll move over into this area. I'll show you some of the stuff we have. If you happen to be interested, did it pause?
What?
Did it pause? Nope, it's still going. If you're still, this is, by the way, a very immature copy of video. And I'm not editing anything, so you guys can see everything how it goes. My dad started collecting to the point where he started building structures to cover the stuff that he's accumulated. If you see anything that you might be interested in, let me know. A lot of this stuff does have to go, and we'd like to have it put to good use. Pause it for now. Here is the side yard of my parents' property. He had built that little house when I was 8 years old. It was originally intended as just a shed for the snow blower. Eventually it grew and became a 2-level house with electricity and a sitting area and beds upstairs. Now it's filled with lumber, from what I understand. I believe raccoons have been in it and probably have done a lot of mischief in there. Whatever's in there probably is not salvageable. Over here we have 2 sheds my father built. Both are packed full with stuff. One of them has a commercial wood lathe, I understand. It's old. I don't know how old, and I don't know if it's useful anymore. We also have what used to be a vacation trailer that we kept in Aurelia. My father had it brought down here. That is also packed with stuff. When I say stuff, it means that it's miscellaneous, and I haven't got a clue until I open it up and unpack it. We have started removing all the metal items from the property. Hey, Bill. This is inside of what my dad built as my mother's garage. We used to store her 1987 Reliant, which we do still have possession of at this time. Every area that we could get, he could get something to fit into, he would. This was one of the latest structures he had built, and a lot that's been accumulated in here. My dad did not get rid of anything, and it seemed like anything somebody was getting rid of, he would collect. We also have his pile here, which used to be our garage and our garbage and garden tool area, and where the air conditioner is covered with an old dog house that he reused. My dad was the master of reduce, reuse, and recycle, except I think it wasn't reduce, it was more like expand. At the top there of the school, or the little house, sorry, we have a schoolhouse as well that is not here. That's also packed with stuff, but this property you'll see on the balcony of the little house, which was a lovely, gorgeous, hand-painted house. now destroyed by disuse and storage. And up there you'll see bicycles. I don't know, he may not have left us gold, but he left us a ton of metal, so since there's such a good market of the metal, we'll take advantage of it to help subsidize the costs. This porch was built around 1979, which makes it approximately 34 to 35 years old. It's made of wood, and inside it he stored what we've now taken out, one of the stoves. Another stove is already being loaded onto the back of a pickup truck. So now we have a little bit more space than we had yesterday, but not by much. We had 3 stoves, a dishwasher. Back there you'll see a hot water tank, an old cabinetry from my sister's kitchen. When she was still alive, she had her kitchen redone, and my dad kept all the cabinets for his use.
We're just going to put this right there.
Just in case, here's the room that I worked in for an hour yesterday, and the only thing I got completely done was this drawer. Well, that's not even completely done, that was just sorting out. Got rid of some garbage. We have to maintain goals for each step of the way right now. We are looking for medications and garbage. And I know we're going to be finding layer and layer of each layer as we go through the years. It's like a time capsule in here. You may see some of the stuff that you once had as a child, or if your parents sold it in a garage sale, we probably have it here. There's the old original accordion vinyl doors that I've talked about on the closet. This is in no means a video to disrespect my parents, however it may come across as that. It is to document our progress. It is to help other people go through what we are going through. If you have any suggestions on how to make this process easier, that would be great. If, I don't know, it's pretty emotional for us here. We're left with this. This is my legacy. This is what I am dealing with. And if we can help somebody somehow, I don't know how we can help, but maybe deter people from doing this to their children. Because this is going to take up months of my time away from my children. And my parents were clean freaks, neat freaks. You couldn't put your feet up on the table. You couldn't sit on your bed. If you made a dish dirty, you had to wash it right away. And this is where we are now. This is what I've removed from the 2 fridges. My dad was a diabetic for a long time, and he was...
Store up here.
Yeah, throw it in. 2 fridges, my dad's bedroom. The sad part is, 3 years ago after my dad's surgery, I had actually cleaned out whatever I could find back then. He started hoarding all of his medications again, and the ones I've... See ya! The ones I found were, this batch 2005 was the earliest I found in dates. The last time I found a medication that belonged to my aunt from 1987. In the fridge, as I was going through medications, I found an old American Express statement from my cousin who died a number of years ago. I don't know why my dad found it necessary to keep that, or why he kept it in the fridge. Some of the stuff really boggles my mind, what we're dealing with here. My dad was the kind of hoarder that liked to store things within things, even though you think it's useless. there's maybe something important inside and I have to go through every piece. Right now we're in the kitchen, downstairs kitchen of my parents' house. And yeah, every inch of this house has to be worked on. And because of the sensitivity of some of the items here, I can't show you everything. And I can't have somebody who is a strange professional come in to help me out with this at this time. I will be consulting somebody that has been referred to me though. If you have any questions, suggestions, have any connections to Oprah, Extreme Home Makeover, hoarders, anything, I would love to have some help. If you know Mike Holmes, tell him to give me a call. I'd love to give that man a hug for helping us out. Any help, any recommendations, anything is highly appreciated. This is going to be an emotional process. So far, you've only seen a small fragment of what I am dealing with here. But anyway, I hope to see you tomorrow. This is How Do You Eat an Elephant? One bite at a time.